In this class, we are looking at alkanoic acid, or otherwise called carboxylic acid, alkanoic acid or carboxylic acid. So we are going to be identifying the functional group of alkanoic acid, then classify alkanoic acid into the various forms, then write the IUPAC name of some alkanoic acid. The functional group of alkanoic acid is this. We normally write it as COOH. This carbon joined to a double bond oxygen, which is we call it carbonyl group. So alkanoic acid functional group has a carbonyl group. This is a carbonyl group, and this is the alkanol group, COH. So this constitutes the alkanoic acid. This one can be H or alkyl group, depending. So this is the functional group of alkanoic acid, and the functional group determines the chemical properties of any particular compound. So this is the functional group of alkanoic acid. In short form, we write it as COH, but this is the structure of the functional group. Then the classification of alkanoic acid. Alkanoic acid can be classified into three different groups. The first form is the monocarboxylic acid. Monocarboxylic acid are alkanoic acid having only one carboxy group. Example is ethanoic acid. Ethanoic acid is a two-carboxy compound, organic monocarboxylic acid. Then the second one is dicarboxylic acid. Those are the alkanoic acid having two carboxy groups. And example is ethane dioic acid, popularly known as oxalic acid. Ethane dioic, and this is structure. You can see this is one carboxy group, and this is another carboxy group. So it has two carboxy group. So this is dicarboxylic acid. Ethane dioic acid is an example of a dicarboxylic acid. Then the third one is tricarboxylic acid. Those are carboxylic acids having three carboxy groups. An example is 2-hydroxypropane 1,2,3 tricarboxylic acid, popularly called citric acid, which we find in your fruit, oranges, and all those things. So this is structure of this is a tricarboxylic acid. You can see it has three, the chain is a 3. That's why we call it propane. And this is one carboxy group. This is another carboxy group. This is another carboxy group. So it has 3 carboxylic acid. And you have this hydroxy group on position 2. That's why we name it as 2-hydroxy propane, 2-hydroxy 1, 2, 3. So this is 2-hydroxy propane 1, 2, 3 tricarboxylic acid. So basically, those are the three types of carboxylic acid that we have. We also have the aromatic carboxylic acid. We also have the aromatic carboxylic acid. A very common example is benzoic acid. This is the structure of benzoic acid. You can see the COOH. This is benzoic acid. Also, it's a monocarboxylic acid, but it's an aromatic because it's joined to benzene. So we call it benzoic acid. We also have another one. If you name this one from here, 1, 2. So this hydroxy is on position 2. So this is 2-hydroxy benzoic acid. 2-hydroxy benzoic acid. So these are examples of alkanoic aromatic carboxylic acid. So then we also have the alkanoic acid. It has its own homologous series. We have the general formula, the general molecular formula of alkanoic acid is CnH2n plus 1 COOH. That's the general molecular formula of alkanoic acid. Then the homologous series, the first member, I will just name 4. The first member is metanoic acid. And that is COOH. We write it at HCOH. That is the first member of the homologous. Then we have the ethanoic acid. We have mentioned it in the course of this class. This ethanoic acid, 2-carbon alkanoic acid. Then we have the propanoic acid, So this is propanoic acid. So the homologous series is like that. So this one is C2. This is CH3 COOH. This is CH3 CH2 COOH. So these are the homologous series goes like that. We have metanoic acid, which is the first member of the series. We have ethanoic acid, which is the second member. Propanoic acid, which is that is the third member. Like that, we have butanoic acid, followed by pentanoic acid. Like that, for the homologous series of the alkanoic acid. Now, there are cases where the alkanoic acid may have substituent, like a compound like this, C. Now, this is an alkanoic acid. I told you during the IUPAC naming in the class when I taught you IUPAC naming of organic compounds. This is a functional group. The functional group is alkanoic acid. That's a carbonic acid. Then this, you start numbering from the functional group. You cannot start from here. You must start from the functional group 1, 2, 3. So this is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So now this is your longest chain. So this one is your substituent. This methyl group is your substituent. And the substance is on position 2. So the name of this compound will be 2-methyl propanoic acid, because it is a 3-carbon compound. It's a 3-carbon. So it will be 2-methyl propanoic acid. Now, if the substituent is not methyl, assuming it's chlorine, the substance is chlorine. So assuming we have chlorine here, this is our COOH, H. So the chlorine is here on position 2. So in this case now, the name of the compound will be 1, 2, 3. So it will be 2-chloropropanoic acid. And if it's on position 3, it will be 3-chloropropanoic propanoic acid, like that, like that. I've told, if you watch my previous videos where I mentioned how these substances are named, chlorine is chloro, bromine is bromo, iodine is iodo, fluorine is fluoro, like that. And if it's methyl, we name it like this. So those are the cases where if you have substituent on your alkanoic acid, on the aliphatic alkanoic acid, I mean straight chain alkanoic acid. So in this class, we have been able to identify the functional groups of alkanoic acid, then classify alkanoic acid into three major groups, which is the first one, monocarboxylic acid, those ones having one carboxyl group, dicarboxylic acid, those ones having two carboxyl group, then tricarboxylic acid are those ones having three carboxyl groups. And we have been able to also list some of the homologous series of alkanoic acid. We listed some of them: methanoic acid, ethanoic acid, and propanoic acid. And we also looked at a situation whereby our aliphatic alkanoic acid is having substituent, how you name them. So that is the of alkanoic acid. So like this video and share it, press the notification button so that when we upload more videos, you will be duly notified.